What's up guys, it's John's Records here and welcome back to another update video. It's been a bit of a while since the last update, but yeah, we are back for another update video. And today, we're going to be doing a gaming update today. And yeah, so basically we're going to be talking about a game that I basically did for quite a while ago now. I think I've done like 5 episodes on it. And yeah, it's a game on the Minecraft PC version. Basically, it's like the capture flag update. I will leave a link in the description to that update video if you want to go check out the one that I did for the capture flag. But basically, it's another game I started on the Minecraft PC called Zombie Apocalypse. It's basically a game full of Googlies and you have to try and survive on the game. So today, we are going to be talking about, let me try and remember it because I'm always bad at sentences. Let me try and remember it. So it's called What's Good About the Game Full of Googlies. That's what it's called. What's Good About the Game Full of Googlies. Zombie Apocalypse Update. That's what it's called. So basically we're going to be talking about what's good about the game, and also we're going to be talking about why is it full of Googlies. So yeah, so let's get into it then. So basically we'll talk about why is it good, basically, why is it good to play. I think the game is really, really awesome. Basically, you start off in like a big opening map area, and basically you have five waves or more waves, I can't exactly remember. But yeah, I've been playing it a lot recently, and I've been getting up to like 5 waves every time on the game. And I think it's about 5 waves and then the game's ended. So basically, the way how it works is you have 5 waves, and basically every single wave you have a different Googly, or sometimes lots of Googly. So in the first wave you have, I think, zombies, skeletons and creepers, I think. And then when you've completed that wave, basically when you've survived, you move on to the second wave, which comes up with more Googlies, which will be, I think in the second wave, it's usually like iron golems. I can't exactly remember what I think. It's spiders, I think, as well. I think it's spiders, and iron golems in the second one, I think. In the third one, it's the monkey ones, the monkey Googlies. I think they're in the third one. I think it's them in the Incredible Hulk. And in number 4, it's the big massive trees. You know, the tree Googly as well. So yeah, I think it's the big tree one as well. Because the reason why I call them that is because they look like Googlies. Because that one looks like a monkey Googly, and then that guy looks like Incredible Hulk, and then that tree looks like an enormous tree Googly. So that's why I wanted to call them that, because I didn't want to really bother calling them tree or monkey or whatever, so I decided to call them daft names. And that's what I love about that game at the moment, because you get all different type of Googlies on that version, like basically like new Googlies, and they just look so weird for some reason. I literally just don't know why they look that weird for some reason, because I've never seen a monkey fight people. Like, monkeys are friendly, but I've never seen an evil monkey before. But yeah, that has made me quite surprised. So yeah, let me get back to what I was before. So basically, the way how the game works is you have 5 waves, and basically you have to try and get weapons. So you have to try and get decent weapons. Basically, I usually start off with a wooden sword, and then basically when I get a bit better, I get a wooden axe and stuff, and I start cutting down some stuff as well. Also, you do get some armor in the game. You do get some of that, but I think about halfway through I usually write armor, because there's no point like starting it from there. And then yeah, when you've got armor on, you start off by getting your tools, and then you're ready to battle. You're ready to battle them all. And basically, when you take the Googlies out, you do get some money for it. And you do get some more gold for the shop as well. So basically, when you've done that, you'll be able to go in the shop, and you'll be able to buy some more weapons, because the wooden swords don't last too long anyway. So basically, when your wooden sword is gone, you basically have to get a new one. So I usually get about 3 to start off with. And then basically when they've run out, I upgrade to a stone sword, because like I said, I believe you can you can actually get blocks on that game as well, which is quite cool. And you can actually build your own base on that game. You can get trees as well, like flowers and stuff as well. And then basically when you've done that, you're going to get some cobblestone, and you upgrade to a stone sword and a stone pickaxe and a stone axe. and then basically when you've done that, you'll start fighting with stone tools. I ain't actually seen a lot of people fight with diamond stuff yet, but there's actually no point getting diamond on that game, because like that game is like, it's like a full version of the map, and basically they've got glass around the area. So basically the area that you can't go in, they've got glass around it, so you can't, because that's like the boundary. So basically every time you get a bit stuck or anything like that, you do that. One thing I was gonna do at some point when I go back onto that game is I was gonna build my own base, because I have done it on Capture the Flag. If you did see my Capture the Flag video I did yesterday, I was building my own base, and I want to try and do that on Zombie Apocalypse as well. But it's going to be a bit difficult on that game, because the problem is there's Googlies absolutely everywhere on it, and I'll have to try and build it as much as I can. Or maybe I could build it in the sky. That's one thing I could do, but the problem is it might not let me build in the sky. It might do, I don't know, because there might be a limit on that game of actually how high you can go up. So hopefully I might be able to do that, and then when I've done that, grab some torches and coal and stuff from mines, and then I'll be able to like brine it up a little bit more. That should be quite cool. So yeah, that's actually one thing I was actually going to be doing, by the way. And also to build like a base on the house as well, like on the ground as well. So I was thinking to do something like that. So that should be quite cool. And then basically when you've got light in your house, there'll be no Googlies there. But I want to kind of explain that the Googlies still know where you are, because like the Googlies on the game can actually see you from a far distance, and I didn't even know about that. Basically, like I've been playing the game a lot now, and I've noticed that the Googlies actually see you from a really far distance. So basically, if you're like here and the Googly's there, it can still see you from that distance, or maybe like from here to here, the Googly can still see you. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. What I can do is that if I put a door down on my base, that means they can't get into it. And then basically, if I want to let them in, I'll have to fight them all, and then get more gold and stuff like that. So that's kind of the thing that I wanted to talk about Zombie Apocalypse at the moment. But there's kind of a few different things you can do. You do basically get that. You do get some little houses on the game as well. And also you do get different maps as well. You don't get the same map. You do get different maps. Also you do get a cartwheel. Basically that cartwheel usually you have to try and survive, because the aim of the game. Another aim of the game is you basically have to try and basically survive the cartwheel. So the Googlies are on one team and we're on the other team, and we've got to try and defend the cartwheel, and we have to try and stop the Googlies from destroying it, because when they destroy the cartwheel, they've won the game. And if we take all the Googlies out in every single wave, we've won. So basically the aim of the game is we have to try and survive the Googlies from getting that cartwheel. And basically, if we take them all out, we've won the game. So that's kind of the aim of it, because when they destroy it, the Googlies have won, and then basically it takes it all the way back to square one. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that I wanted to talk about at the moment about the game. Basically, there's kind of like a lot of moments that I've been really enjoying about the game so far, and that's what I like about Zombie Apocalypse, because it's like one of them sort of games where you have to try and defend from Googlies, you have to try and survive. Because the first time I played that game, I absolutely loved that game, and like the first episode I really enjoyed it, because like basically like the aim of the game is just full of like random sort of Googlies, and that's what I absolutely love about the game. Like basically it's just like completely brilliant to play, and I just like love it when you try and take all Googlies out, and it's just like so much fun. And also as well, it's a lot better because you can get to grab stuff on the game as well, which is so cool. So you'll be able to grab yourself like a lot of stuff from the game as well, like lots of wood and lots of stone and lots of grass as well. So that's one thing I really like, and then building your own base as well, which is so cool as well. That's completely brilliant. Sadly, basically they only have the boundary, which is really annoying, because like the maps is really small. So basically the boundary is actually quite small. But hopefully at some point in an update they might be able to maybe extend the maps a bit more. So basically the boundaries are not too much, because like I see that glass on like one area, and I want to go to the other area, I see glass again, and that's how small the map is. But I know that on other maps they don't usually have glass around the area. And basically when the cartwheel like trundles along, basically it don't usually like it don't usually work very much. So yeah, I know that some of the games do usually have the glass on it, but some games actually don't have the glass. And the most important thing I've been loving about that game at the moment is where you can actually grab like anything you want in the game, because basically you can grab a whole of the random blocks and build something and take Googlies out, get stuff and that as well. And also the bow is really good in that game as well. I've been using the bow a lot lately, and the bow's really good to use to be able to take them all out and then get all the gold that you need and stuff like that. So yeah, that was kind of like the thing that I wanted to talk about the game, and that's what the game is all about. So yeah, so you have to try and survive every single wave in the game, and you just have to try and just survive without taking you out, basically. And that is what the aim is now. And right now then, I'm going to be talking about, yeah, you do get a load of Googlies in the game. So I think you get about 8 Googlies altogether. I think you get about, 8 so far. I'm not sure if you do get actually more of them. I've actually not seen more of them yet, but I know that you do get about 8 Googlies in the game, and basically they're all together, and you have to try and take them all out. Some of them are actually quite tough, actually. I know that the Incredible Hulk guys are quite tough. The big trees, they're quite tough as well, because basically they've got a lot of health on them, so they take quite a lot as well. With like random sort of Googlies, like skeletons, creepers, and zombies, they're really easy because you only take them out by 2. But with all the new Googlies, like the tree and the monkey and the Incredible Hulk, basically they're all a bit tougher. And also iron golems as well. They're not tough as well, but they're basically not as tough as previously. But like basically like every single like Googly is pretty much okay, like with all the 8 of them. And then when you take them out, you've like completed a wave. And when you've completed 5 waves, basically what it does after that is when you've completed all 5 waves, it basically comes up with your scoreline, and then it takes you back to the zombie apocalypse lobby. So basically, I think it comes up with like how many deaths you've got, how many wins that you've got, how many kills that you've got, and also how many streaks you've got on the game. And basically, when you've done that, you load into another game. There's about 4 different ones you can do. I can't exactly remember what they're called again, but basically you get 4 different ones you can do. And then basically when you load into one, sometimes you go into spectator mode, or sometimes you just jump into a game. Sometimes, and basically, I just love it when you spectate as well, because basically when you're spectating, you can just see all the Googlies going after the players. It's just so funny. That's what I've been doing a lot, by the way. I have been spectating a lot, and I've seen a lot of them Googlies going after people, and it's like completely so funny. And I just love it when they basically just go after the players, because like when you see them moving from that far distance, I just like basically love it when they when the players get taken out. It's so funny, but yeah, basically when I'm in the game, I like to just run from them, which is so cool, and that's what I really like about it so far as well. And the most annoying thing about that game as well is you don't get much food in the game. I've just realised as well. Basically, when you're actually fighting the Googlies, you don't get much food for some reason, because the way how you get the food, by the way, is from the Googlies. You sometimes get money or sometimes food. And that is literally only the way you can get food, because when you get like raw stuff, how are you going to cook it? Just get a furnace or something like that. So basically, I've been getting raw stuff lately, but I've not been getting a decent furnace and stuff like that. So hopefully, I'll be able to do that at some point as well. And then basically, when you get the cooked one, you can just cook it whenever you want, basically. So that's actually quite cool as well, where you can basically like cook the stuff and you can do all that as well. So that's quite cool. Yeah, that's what the game is all about. And basically you get a whole lot of coins, spend it on the shop, like get tools and upgrade to stone tools and that as well. And there's like decent armour as well. I believe you don't get chain armour on that game. I think you only get like the leather armour and the gold armour as well, I think as well. I know that you do usually start off with the leather armour, and then basically when you get a little bit better, you start off by growing the gold as well. So that should be quite cool as well. But yeah, that is what the game is all about at the moment, and that's what I've been loving about it so far. I know that I've only done about 5 episodes on it, but that's what's going to plan. So there'll be lots more zombie apocalypse on my channel on the way, coming up very soon. Like I said, another thing is I don't do it every week anyway, so sometimes it might be a little bit rough when I start recording it again, and then when I do it for a second week, it might be a little bit, but like I might sometimes get a little bit the hang of the game as well. But yeah, apart from that, that's what Zombie Apocalypse is. It's a brilliant game to play, and I've just been loving it so far. I know that I've only done 5 episodes, but I cannot wait till I carry on with the game. I cannot wait till I carry on with it, and that series, like I said, is going to be on for ages. Don't forget, it's going to be on for a while, that game. I'm going to be absolutely loving it. I can't wait when I do carry on with that game. And yeah, I think I'm going to be I'm basically really excited to carry on with that. I think it's going to be a really good game to really enjoy. Yeah, I think that's what the game is going to be. Looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to carrying on with it as well. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to take out more Googlies. Hopefully I get a bit better, because by the time I start playing a lot more, I'll start getting a bit better. Because like the first ever time I played it, I was rubbish, basically. The first time I played it, rubbish, and then I started to get the hang of it every single week when I played it. And that's what I'm like when I play a new game. So, for example, if I play a new game that's only just come out, I get a little bit annoyed about it, and then when I get the hang of it, when I play it a lot more, I start getting the hang of it. Like MotoGP 18, for example, I'm starting career mode this week, and I might be a little bit rough on that career. So, yeah, something like that when I started that and I got a little bit rough and I started to get the hang of it. So that's going to happen on every single game. Not Minecraft though. I played Minecraft a lot, by the way. Don't mention anything about Minecraft. I played that for 4 years. Don't mention anything about that. But like every single other like previous game that like I want to do on my channel, first time I play it, if it's a new game, I get a little bit rough of it, and then when I play it every week, I get the hang of it, because that's what the game normally does, and that's what Zombie Apocalypse has come to me at the moment, because I've got the hang of it now. I'm on like episode 6 next, and that episode is going to be me taking out more Googlies, or me getting more food, or getting blocks, or getting cobblestone to make a furnace, or basically cooking some food from raw stuff, or yeah, something like that. And yeah, that's what the game is actually be able to all about, because that game is a fast-paced game as well. It's pretty much like Capture the Flag a little bit, but basically that is like a fast-paced game, because basically the way how it works, you have to take out Googlies, survive that cartwheel, and that's the aim of it. That's the aim of the game. Sometimes you don't get that cartwheel, and sometimes you do get the cartwheel. Sometimes you do get it, and sometimes you don't get it, because I know that on like previous maps you do sometimes get it, and sometimes you don't get it from Googles and stuff like that. So you don't usually get it, but yeah, it's actually completely fine. I think it's actually really good to be able to get that. But yeah, the game is where I take Googlies out, and that's pretty much the aim of it. So yeah, what's good about the game? What's it called now? What's good about the game? About the game full of Googlies? I think it's quite good. I think I just love Zombie Apocalypse so far. I'll be carrying on with it a lot more in the future. It's still carrying on, and I can't wait to continue with it. I think it's going to be really, really good. So what's good about the game? I think I'm just loving it so far. It's not a really bad game or anything like that. I think it's just absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to continue with it. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up this update, since I've been on for such a long time, and since I'm completely breathed out. I need to get a drink since I've talked a lot more. But yeah, I will do hopefully a lot more of these gaming updates coming up very soon, and also personal updates. We'll do more of them as well. So I don't know what the next update's going to be. It probably will be another gaming one that I've probably started or will be starting soon, and yeah, I'll kind of explain of what that game is going to be coming up very soon. But yeah, that's the end of this one. So if I've had no time, I've been Charge Records. I'm the good music person. You've all been awesome. Thank you for watching today's update. Plenty more updates coming up very soon on this channel, and let's see what the next one's going to be. And my channel is done. My channel will be back next week for 4 brand new videos. That's the end of this one. So thank you for watching this update, and I'll see you later. Bye!